Old man here, when we first moved into this house, we installed the storage behind me. That installation and pictures is coming right up. What you see here is our garage shortly after we moved into the house here. At this point, we have pretty much everything moved into the house and where we want it to be. However, we have a lot of totes, as you can see in the back right there. That's just a small portion of them, of what we need to pack away and get some of our garage space back. And this project is to build those storage shelving units that you saw at the opening clip onto the back wall, as you see here. Now, this garage is fairly large. It's about 20 feet wide by about 24 to 26 feet deep with 12-foot ceilings. So it's a fair amount of space in here, and what we wanted to do is definitely utilize the wall space to get that extra storage out so we can store a lot of these items that you see here in the garage in that area. Here's a close-up view of the area where we are going to be putting in the storage shelving, and you can see here that we just have a lot of stuff here that needs to be stored and packed away, and that's what we're going to attempt to do here with the shelving. And you can also see some of the storage bins that are sitting there that we've already unpacked into the house. Those will eventually be filled up with a lot of the other items that are shown here that we just need to store away. And then of course we're going to be going through this stuff and getting rid of anything that we haven't used in a couple of years outside of any mementos or personal items that we want to keep. What we had to do first, though, is move all of the stuff that was sitting here out into the middle of the garage or towards the front of the garage, so I had a working area to work with to install and build out the shelving units, and that's what we've done here. Obviously, by doing that, it's made the garage even more congested because now I've got all those pieces in the garage, and then I have all my wood that you're going to be seeing here in a minute to put up here. What I've already done up to this point also is I have a plan of what the shelving units are going to look like. And what I've done is I've measured each one of the totes that we're going to be using on the shelving units so I can determine how tall the shelving units need to be so I can fit these totes on each shelf from top to bottom and then left to right, of course. So it was a pretty careful calculation of what we needed to do on that front. Here I'm starting to put in the back ledge of the shelving units that are going to hold up the shelves. The studs inside the wall here are, I believe, 16 inches on center, and I just use my stud finder to locate those studs, and then using, I think, 3-inch screws, like deck screws, we just went through the wood here into those studs, and that's what's holding those in place. So, instead of building bottom to top like you would a house, we're going from the wall out towards the interior of the garage. That's going to be the support system there. Here you can see the back and side support systems starting to take place, and this is going to continue all the way up to the top of the ceiling. And you can see they're pretty evenly spaced to allow the totes that we have to fit on the shelves properly. So we're going to continue this on as we move forward, and you'll see that here in the next couple of photos. Here you see some of the support pieces still going into place here, and you see I have my level up there to make sure that everything is straight and there's no tilt in the leveling of the wood there. You'll also notice something kind of neat here is that I'm using a hammer, and the reason for that is I believe at this point I ran out of decking screws to put into the wall. So what I ended up using was ring nails. And if you're not familiar with ring nails, is that they're normal nails. I think they're galvanized, but they have these little rings that are on the body of the nail that go into the wood, and they are absolutely fantastic. When you put those in, it is almost impossible to get those out because those little rings on the body of the nail really grip the wood when they're in there. And when you try to take those out with a normal hammer, like the claw in, and just really try to pull it out of the wood, it is a bear to get those out. So it makes for a very stable connection when you're using those, and that's what I'm using here until I got a chance to get back to the big box store to pick up some more screws. So we're just using all the materials that we have to get these up and to the wall, and they still function the same and they work out very nice. Here's some more of the same where we're getting those back support pieces on the wall. You can see here I've got one more row to get up on top, and that's going to give us 6 levels of shelving space to put all these totes in, and we're just going to continue building it out from this point moving forward. Finally, here you can see all of the back support pieces are in place, and then what I've actually got drawn in here, or actually into place here, are the support studs that are on the ends of those shelving support pieces. As you can see there's two by, I think those are 2 by 4 by 10s maybe, and I had to cut them down. Anyways, they go up to the ceiling. That's going to be the back support ledge for the shelving units, and you'll see how those are connected here shortly. With that being said, that's going to bring me to the end of this series. We are going to continue on with the creation of the shelving units for the garage, and you will see that in the next series. So until next time, ladies and gentlemen, peace out.